attention, Kendall. We are ready whenever you are.
What does campaign politics mean to me? I think it's more than just the polarization between Democrats and Republicans. I think it's trying to focus on helping the Americans, but more specifically helping the common good. So the common good is defined as the middle class, any race, gender, ethnicity. When we looked at that balanced campaign ad earlier in the semester at the huge mansion, that would not be the common good. Someone would not be able to afford that. But the common good is also, it's not that top 1% that owns 40% of the wealth and a huge chunk of its politics, as stated in the Dorian article. It's more of the other 99%, the majority, the middle class. As also talked in the Dorian article, the attention for the common good is starting to lower from the past and the present. And he supports that there should be enough job opportunities for the common good and that they should have low taxes. But the unemployment rate has been reaching the highest it's ever been, so this increase of debt and deficit leads to the amount of jobs lowering, which has a negative effect on the common good. But there are green energy. I think it's a great way to be sustainable for the environment, but it also helps with providing job opportunities for the common good. But these banks have not been able to give loans to the small businesses because of this economic crisis. But there have been banks in some states that allow non-access money to go to health care, and it'll provide enough money for patient care, dental care, and equipment. So at least something is coming good that is going to help the common good. This idea of taxing the top 5% population, most wealthy, is going to help solve this inability for these necessities that the common good needs, and its goal is just to erase inequality throughout all the classes. But campaign ads, they have a huge effect on how the audience is going to vote. They try to use a lot of bias to pull the viewers in that don't really know who they're going to vote for. So it uses pathos, ethos, and logos. And pathos is more the emotion, getting that feeling with the audience. So when you see this picture and you say, change, we can believe in Obama, that just associates those words, change and believe, to really hope, or give the audience hope that there will be change. And then ethos is the second one, and that's the ethical standpoint. The main tactic that ethos used in advertisement is just to ask the audience if this candidate is credible and trustworthy. And then logos is the last one, and that is more of the logical standpoint. A lot of statistical evidence is used in graphs. So the candidate can use graphs to show how they've done better in the past years or how their other candidate has done worse, increasing the national debt or the deficit, stuff like that that is a negative. And then most commonly used are their attack ads, which I don't really like, but they try to portray their candidate in a malicious way. And so they'll use the awkward camera angles and just the flaws in their candidate. So when we did ours, we used that ethical rhetoric and to make a negative campaign at how Romney was flip-flopping back and forth, and we just wanted you guys as the audience to start to doubt his character. And then positive campaign ads are used as well, and they use more realness and genuine, and they don't have to use other candidates' weaknesses to portray that they are better and that they are superior in winning the election. And then other than campaign ads, websites are very effective to the viewers. We learned that someone is more likely to support the website that has and talks well about their political party. So Republicans are obviously going to pay more attention to Fox News than CNN. But the U.S. is becoming more segregated into red, specifically red and blue states, more than ever has been in the past. And this just shows that the political polarization is the highest it's ever been in the past eras. But without this polarization, there wouldn't be a fine line between Democrats and Republicans. There wouldn't be just the two parties not supporting things from each, which I think that you still can support topics from both and not have to bash the other candidate, just to show that your party is superior. And I've learned a lot in this class. I think the most I was surprised with was that politics has so much more to do with just Democrats or Republicans and what they support. All the rhetoric that they use in the decisions that they make just to show that they are the better candidate. And so I was able from this class to make my own political beliefs and not actually follow like what my parents believe, and be more educated in my beliefs and what I was supporting, so that I could vote to help the common good.
All right. Very nice. Good job, Kendall. All right, so let's open it up to questions for Kendall. Any questions? Kendall, who was that person standing next to you when you were voting?
Oh, that was well, like they asked if they wanted to take a picture. I was like, no, and my dad was like, no, take a picture. And it was just the girl that was telling me like what all the ballots were, and so she was hiding so they couldn't see it.
I see. I saw her feet. All right. Any questions, folks, for Kendall? Questions. Yes, sir.
You refer to the common good being the middle class, and like not the whole mansions, but like the 80% of the wealth and whatnot. But what if somebody defines it not as that and defines it like as the mansions and everything? How does that change?
I mean, that would change like everything that supports the common good. So, it like it's, I don't know. It's just different. Like with the tax and the brackets, like that top 5% would be considered the common good if they thought that. Which, I mean, it's just what you believe.
So is that idea, I guess, the common good, if we ask questions about having wealth, being concentrated or redistributed, which would you say reaches more of the common good?
I would say it's more of not like the concentrated and not the wealthiest people. I think it's more like when you see all those pictures that say like we are the 99%, it's just saying that like we are the ones that you should be focusing on, not the wealthiest, since the wealthiest is just that small percentage but owns a huge amount of the wealth.
Yeah, good. Any other questions for Kendall, folks? All right, Kendall, nice job. Well done.